everybody. This is a new little vlog I guess I'm going to do in my truck going to work in the morning. So, just want to kind of talk about things that are on my mind and things that are going on. And I was talking with the guys in my band last night, and you know, I think with everything going on, cops getting shot and people being killed by cops and all that, it's got everybody in an uproar, and people aren't thinking straight, and you know, certain sides are being ridiculous and the other side's being ridiculous, and we got to figure out a way to come together and just be humans together. But we can't do it in this ridiculous, you know, fighting back and forth, and it's just not going to work. And I think the main problem, at least for me, that I see is the media is horrible. And I'm talking liberal media, conservative media, all of it, because they're just throwing gasoline and fanning the flames. It's, you know, they're not showing videos of, hey, look, here's a black cop who saved a black guy's life, or here's a white cop who saved a black guy's life, or here's, you know, that stuff just gets glazed over. And, you know, yeah, I understand there are definitely racial tensions. Sorry, there was a dude carrying a really huge jam box on his shoulder. I haven't seen that since the 80s, sorry. It's just the tension is making people crack a little bit, I think. And the people who are borderline nuts already, it's just kind of putting them over the top. It's interesting to just talk to different people and get their side of what they think and why they've come to these conclusions. And I love to listen to people when they talk and just see where they're coming from, what their angle is. You know, were they raised in a household where, you know, my family was always Republican, or my family was always Democrat, and that's just how it is? Or did they grow up in a family of Republicans or Democrats, and then as they got older, they made up their own mind? And I mean, me personally, my parents are Republicans. They've always have been. And hey, Mom and Pops. And that's great. You know what? That's how they want to do. And so I grew up, I'm a Republican. And then years later, going through college, I thought, well, maybe I'm more of a Democrat. And now I've just kind of figured out I'm neither, because I believe both the parties are completely flawed. I'm trying to vote for the guy who won't screw the country up, or gal that won't screw the country up more. And I still have yet to make up my mind, because I think they're both really not good choices. It kind of makes me sad that these are the best two people that America could come up with. I mean, it's like, so trying to keep an open mind and trying not to go nuts thinking about it. But I'll tell you, I have started to turn my TV off, because I get up in the morning, I watch the weather and make sure what it's going to be like during my work day, and then after that I just turn it off. It's just become awful. Alright, I'm going to pull in here and get a sausage biscuit, and then I'll come back and talk a little bit more. Gotta get on the road safely. Alright, so just ate a delicious sausage biscuit from Eddie's Market, and get a little energy going. Got my coffee in here. So in the first little segment there, I just talked about what's going on in the country, and religion, race, gun control, all that kind of stuff. So in all of that, I would say if you are going to continue to watch TV on a regular basis and listen to the news medias, change around occasionally. Don't just watch Fox News. Don't just watch Good Morning America. Don't just watch the Today Show. Like, everybody has their slant. We know that. Some are far left, some are far right. Look up information on your own. Try to make an informed decision of how you're going to react. I catch people on Facebook all the time, whatever. They'll see something, read it, get outraged, and then just repost it or share it. And then come to find out, they have no idea what they're talking about. Either the video was taken out of context, the story was wrong, whatever. You know, brief example was this aunt who, which I never understood how this happened, but it was an aunt, and I guess like her 8-year-old nephew hugged her too hard at a birthday party and broke her wrist. So she sued him in court, and everybody's like, oh, you're horrible, you're a terrible person, you sued your nephew, oh, you know, you're gonna go to hell, and blah, blah, blah. Well, it turns out the only way she could get the insurance settlement from her insurance company was to legally sue him. She wasn't mad at him, she wasn't trying to get back at him. It was a legal thing that had to happen. They're great friends. They go to parties together. They hang out. You know, it's her nephew. And but people jumped on there like, this lady ought to be blah, blah, and not knowing what the actual story was. So just try to make a informed decision before you rage and start reposting and retweeting and all this stuff. I stayed off Facebook for a long time and got back on, and there are days when I'm like, why did you get back on? It's, you know, because people just post some of the most hateful, terrible things. I just wish we could all be a little more kind to each other, and I'm not saying we got to sit around and sing Kumbaya and hold hands and stuff. I'm just saying it would be nice if before we jump to judgment or do whatever, just make sure you have the informed decision of what's going on. And that's really all I have to say about that. So I'm cruising over to East Nashville today, working on a project. And it's been a good week. It's a little hot here in Nashville. I think the heat index is over 100 today, so got multiple shirts in the back here to just change out of shirts and sweat through them. Hydrate a lot today, but that's really all that's going on with me today. So I am going to get to do a fun little gig at the Ascend Amphitheater. What show is that? Ray LaMontagne. And that's coming up next Friday. Yep. We're playing in the VIP lounge. And then we're playing sometime in September for Amos Lee at Ascend at the VIP lounge with my buddies in my band, James the Old Salt. So you can't really come out to it unless you're in the VIP area of Ascend, but it's going to be fun. It'll be I'm not even playing drum kit on it. I'm just playing a cajon with brushes and some shakers and stuff, so it's real acoustic. It's going to be fun though. So doing a little music with that. I'm going to be posting some motorcycle vlogs because I've finally got my camera set up for that. I've got a Hero Pro 3 with the GP10 Bluetooth backpack, so I can go into my Cena headset. There's a Cena GP10 that'll link up, and that way my helmet mic will go right into the GoPro. So I've worked on it a little bit. I've been having a little trouble with the audio, getting the right microphone so it sounds right, and but hopefully I'll get that all wrangled up. But anyway, I don't want to rant forever this morning, so this morning on your way to work, or whenever you watch this, the next time you head to work, be courteous to drivers. Let somebody pull in front of you. You know, don't. Everybody, I notice one thing when I'm out here driving, people are so aggressive, and like right now, I'm doing 70 because that's the speed limit, and that's generally the way I drive. Because I try not to be in a hurry to get somewhere. If I need to be somewhere, I just leave ahead of time and get there, and that way I'm not all stressed out. But I'm doing 70, and I get past like I'm sitting still. So just calm your roll a little bit, and take a little extra time in the day to just find a place to go be happy and calm down, and maybe unplug a little bit, get off the screens, phones, whatever, which is hard to do while you're watching my vlog, but I get it. But you know, try to just have some time to let your brain unwind. And I would encourage you, you know, maybe this week to call or text a buddy that you hadn't talked to in a good long while, and try to rekindle some friendships. You know, we're so connected to everything, but we're so disconnected. When I got off Facebook the first time, it was amazing because all my real friends started texting me, and they're like, man, are you okay? What's wrong? You're not on Facebook. And are you okay? What's going on in your life? I'm worried about you. And I would get these text messages, and I would say, no, I'm fine. I'm just taking a break from Facebook. It was stressing me out a little bit. But hey, you want to go have dinner, or you want to go have lunch, or let's meet up and go hang out? And, you know, and people were like, oh, that's a great idea. And so I got to hang out with friends I hadn't seen in a while, but I was always in contact with them on Facebook, so I thought I was connected to them. I wasn't connected to them. I was just commenting or liking or whatever, and it's so superficial. You cannot keep up with people that way. You have to, you know, shoot them a text and say, hey, let's get together. Let's look at each other and talk about things and really interact, and not through a phone or an iPad or a computer. So I'm guilty of it, you know, but I'm trying to not be guilty of that. I'm trying to keep friendships alive that I've had for a long time, and the only way to do that is face to face. But even if you live way too far across the country, call them on the phone or Skype, where you can actually see their face, see their facial expressions. You can see them laugh, you can see them smile. So anyway, that's just my opinion. I just think if we were more connected, we wouldn't have this disconnect that we have in the country right now. We're so, I think we're just, unfortunately, and I'm sorry, I'm rambling now, but I think we're so disconnected, and I really worry about the younger generation that's coming up, because you know, if you want to break up with your girlfriend, you just text her and you break up with her. It's not like when I was in high school or junior high, you break up with your girlfriend, it was terrible. Like, you had to, or your girlfriend broke up with you, and you're like devastated because it's terrible. It's a hard thing to deal with, but at the same time, it makes you understand how to deal with life and how to interact with people on a real basis. Not in a just, it's so easy to type that message and hit send and wash your hands of it, because there's no emotional, physical, you cannot see how it's affecting the other person. And that is how you learn to be kind to people. When you look into someone's eyes and you see the hurt you've caused someone, or the happiness that you've given someone, that's how you learn how to interact. You cannot do it through text messaging and some of the connection stuff that we do today. So anyway, in that long roundabout ramble, just be kind to people. Try to stay in touch with your friends. And if you're one of my friends, I love you very much, and I value your friendship. And if you're not one of my friends, and you're just somebody randomly watching this, I hope you have an awesome day, and I hope you have a great week, and try to make a difference in somebody's life today if you can. And just every day when you wake up, try to make the world a better place than it was when you got up. And that way you can lay your head down at night and go to sleep. And we all struggle with all kinds of different things in this world, and just want to try to, any mistakes I've made in my life, you know, I ask God to forgive me of those and whatever, and try to move forward and not dwell on the past, and just realize that I'm human, I make mistakes, and I gotta try to do better. So every morning is a fresh day, and you know, just move on. I hope everybody has a great day today. Take care of yourself, and peace out. One other thing. Sorry, I kind of forgot. So, Ranko to the rescue. If you like my channel, please subscribe to it. And that way, whenever I post a new video, you'll get an update. And if you don't mind, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And that's it. All right. Hope you have a great day.